In a bustling courtroom, tensions rise as a police officer begins to harass a black man who is simply present for his court proceedings. The atmosphere is charged with unease as the officer, embodying authority, directs aggressive and racially charged comments toward the man. Court attendees watch in disbelief as the officer's behavior escalates, revealing not only a personal vendetta but also a troubling reflection of systemic racism within law enforcement. The man, caught off guard, tries to maintain his composure while facing unwarranted scrutiny and hostility. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the challenges many individuals from marginalized communities face when interacting with those sworn to protect and serve. As the confrontation unfolds, the courtroom witnesses a shocking turn of events when the officer's true identity is revealed. Initially perceived as just another enforcer of the law, it becomes clear that this officer has a complex background that adds layers to his actions. Perhaps he has faced his own struggles or has been influenced by an environment steeped in prejudice. The revelation not only stuns those present but also forces them to confront their assumptions about authority figures. It raises critical questions about how personal history and societal conditioning can shape an individual's behavior, particularly in positions of power. The public reaction to this incident is swift and fervent. Attendees in the courtroom express their outrage at the officer's blatant display of racism, while social media platforms explode with discussions surrounding the event. Hashtags emerge, calling for justice and accountability, as people share their own experiences with racial profiling and police harassment. Civil rights activists seize upon this moment to amplify their message about ongoing issues within law enforcement. Community leaders step forward to condemn the officer's actions, emphasizing that such incidents are not isolated but rather part of a larger systemic problem that must be addressed. Media coverage of the incident quickly escalates, drawing national attention to what transpired in that courtroom. News outlets report on the harrowing details of the encounter, interviewing witnesses and experts who provide context about racial dynamics in policing. Editorials emerge discussing the broader implications of this incident on community trust in law enforcement agencies. Public discourse shifts toward examining how systemic racism permeates policing practices and what steps can be taken to foster accountability and reform within these institutions. The legal implications for the officer involved are significant. Legal experts weigh in on potential consequences he may face for his actions, discussing avenues for accountability under hate crime laws and civil rights protections. This incident serves as a case study for advocates pushing for reform in policing practices across the nation. Discussions arise about implementing better training for officers regarding racial sensitivity and de-escalation techniques, aiming to prevent future incidents from occurring. As conversations evolve, advocates emphasize that this moment should not be viewed solely as an isolated incident but rather as part of a larger movement calling for justice and equality. They highlight the need for systemic changes within law enforcement agencies to address racism effectively and ensure equitable treatment for all individuals regardless of their race or background. The conversation surrounding police reform gains momentum, with community members rallying together to demand transparency and accountability from their local police departments. In conclusion, this story encapsulates not just an individual incident of harassment, but also reflects broader societal issues that require urgent attention and action. It serves as a powerful reminder of the ongoing struggles faced by marginalized communities in their interactions with law enforcement. As society grapples with these complex dynamics, it becomes increasingly clear that meaningful reform is necessary to foster trust between communities and those sworn to protect them. The need for change is palpable, urging individuals from all walks of life to engage in conversations about race, justice, and accountability in policing practices. To hear stories like this, subscribe to our channel for more.